Then in volume 1, Allen goes on to look at some of the absurdities of race as we currently use the phrase, right? So he talks about colonial Hispanic America. There was policy of purchasing of whiteness. Brazil, it said money whitens. U.S., no such whitening could occur. Come on. 1890, a Portuguese immigrant goes, it was British Guiana back then, now it's Guyana, right? Could go there and learn that he or she was not white. But that's a sibling, or even that same person could arrive in the U.S. and learn that they were white here, right? Next, John. This one I really like, 1907, same year, same country. The last Spanish census, right? Spanish are moving out, U.S. is moving in. Last Spanish census, Mexican Indians and Chinese were classified as white. In the first U.S. census, they classified as colored, and so on and so forth. Yeah, here's all the tortured 1/4, 1/16, one drop, same state, right? And go on. And yeah, it's worth reading and probably sharing with friends. Sean, flip. We'll keep moving. All right, one more flip. Okay, in the first of such absurdities, Allen wants to approach racial oppression as a sociogenic, as a sociological factor, not based on biology and skin color. So he says, I'm going to look at, and he also wants to look not on why the bourgeoisie had recourse to slavery. Basically, he believes they'll do it whenever they can get away with it, right? But rather on how they could establish that degree of social control. And this is just interesting for people who want to follow his arguments more closely. He understands racial slavery as what develops in this country, which I'm going to explain why, and that's a particular form of racial oppression, and he argues that when racial slavery ends, racial oppression still is reinforced, and that's why that question of why 100 years later we still have it, because all the core characteristics that existed under racial slavery retain with the racial oppression, and we'll go into that. Go on.